wanna stay in the sun where I find. I know it's hard sometimes. Pieces of peace in the sun's peace of mind. I know it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I think about the end just way too much, but it's fun to fantasize on my enemies who wouldn't wish who I was. But it's fun to fantasize. Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Taking my time on my ride. I die for you, that's easy to say. We have a list of people that we would take. A bullet for them, a bullet for you, a bullet for everybody in this room. But they don't seem to see many bullets coming through. See many bullets coming through. Metaphorically, I'm the man, but literally, I don't know what I do. I'd live for you, and that's hard to do. Even harder to say when you know it's not true. Even harder to write when you know that tonight there were people back home who tried talking to you, but then you ignored them still. All these questions, they're falling like, who would you live for? Who would you die for? And would you ever kill? Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Taking my time on my ride.
I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking too much. I've been thinking too much.
Help me.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
Help me.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time. Taking my time on my ride. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my ride. Oh, 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 I'm falling, so I'm taking my time on my. I've been thinking too much. Help me. I've been thinking too much. Help me.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
Help me.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
I've been thinking too much.
Help me.
So got a new neighbor. Si, senor. Kind of cool. Registered Merritt Island, 37-footer by the look of it, 370. Very, very nice. So yeah, everything's here. It's a good start. Let's get her opened up. See if we can knock out one quick thing. Oh, look, some random person coming down the dock. Yeah, we'll get working on a few little things today. It's just a nice day. We just wanted to be down on the boat, even if we don't have a lot of projects. Do you have any projects to work on, Jenny? How about this? How about all these wasps? I know. They literally touch your hand just to figure out what you are. They're like, why are you on the boat? This belongs to us. I'm kind of curious where that one is going to go, since we sprayed a lot last time. Okay, so he's inside the dash. We really have what? Do we really have a bed? Yeah, we really have a bed in this boat. a good hatch. That hatch will stay open. Like, no matter what I do, the camera doesn't want to follow me today. And I do some face tracking. See if that works. Ah, that's better.
Yeah, I want to clean outside.
Okay. What are we cleaning outside?
Things have a little water on the floor.
Okay.
I want to take.
Good stuff.
You know where I put it outside? The container is outside.
Yeah. I put it up there somewhere. So we got a container from Dollar General or Dollar Tree or Family Dollar, somewhere in the dollar holler. Because honestly, like, when you look at some of these things, so obviously we were just at West Marine, the prices are just ridiculous. And then even nowadays on Amazon, a lot of the time we look on Amazon for stuff, and the container that we got at the dollar store is literally just I think it's a mixing bowl, I think that's what it's labeled as, but it's a plastic container and it has a handle on it. And it was $1.25 or something like that. On Amazon, it was $11. And then at West Marine, a slightly similar, not exactly the same, so not apples to apples comparison, but at West Marine, $24. And, you know, if you can pay $1 instead of 11 or 24, then you've got more boat money. So that's really the goal, is to have more boat money. Which, along those lines, sort of a little update, most of you know I'm retired from the military recently. I do a little consulting work for a local university. It's very, very minor, and the amount of work I do doesn't interfere with what we do on the boat or any other projects. However, with prices going up on everything, including polyester resin, vinyl ester resin, glass, epoxy, hardener, everything that's coming up, I'm going back to work. So, and I'm going back to work for real. So 40 hours a week, Monday through Friday. Fortunately for me, it's a good job. It's something well within my capability, so it won't stress me out too much, I don't think. And it will add to the amount of boat money we have, because we really got to speed up a little bit. How slow we've been going is my fault. I started like very cautiously and not with a completely solid plan. There was sort of a conversation like, is good enough, right? Do you just say, oh, let's clean the things that need cleaning, let's replace the things that are broken, and then just stop, and then just use the boat as is, which a lot of people do. It totally makes sense. In fact, if anything, I'd say that's probably the most intelligent thing to do for most people. But we're not getting rid of the boat anytime soon. We want it to be comfortable and kind of purpose-built for us. So, as I may have mentioned before, we're going to make some major changes to the interior. And when I say we, I really mean, you know, a little bit of us, but mostly people we hire who are professionals and know what they're doing. We have a really good cabinet maker who will do the whole interior refit for us. And then we've done a lot of the mechanical stuff that needs doing, so hopefully that's good for a while, and we don't have to have any major expenses on mechanical stuff for the moment. The fuel tanks are kind of the next big thing. We're still waiting to do that. We're kind of debating whether, when we cut open the cockpit sole, whether we should cut all the way through, so it's literally just completely open, and then while it's open, give the yard a massive amount of space to work so that they can pull out the gray water tank, well, there is no gray water tank, the black water tank, the saddle fuel tanks, maybe even, well, definitely the primary fuel tank. So get all 3 fuel tanks out of the boat, clean everything up underneath them that needs to be cleaned up. So, you know, grinding, fairing, and painting the lazarette, the bilges, everything. I know, again, this isn't what everybody would do, and I totally understand that. I like a clean bilge, and I don't have one right now. But I mean clean as in a smooth surface, nice white gel coat in there, you know, so that you can see things. So if there's a drop of oil, you can see it really easily. When you turn on a light, it's a nice reflective surface. You get a nice bright area where you can see everything that's going on in these enclosed spaces, which to me is important for, you know, for maintenance of a boat. So that's kind of the goal, is to get some of that stuff done. And as I said, we started kind of slowly, a little cautious, weren't sure which way we were going to go with things. And then by the time we made the decision on how we were going to do things, then it became a question of money. And it was like, oh, what we want to do is a lot of money. It's 3 times more than the, you know, the good enough version. So we said, okay, well, if we want to do that, how do we fund it? We can fund it little by little, and just, you know, hey, maybe we spend $10,000 on glasswork this year, and that's all we get done this year. And then next year, maybe we spend a collective $10,000 on something else. We're like, look, that's going to take forever. So for me, going back to work just made sense, because the next phase of what we're doing really isn't my forte. I'm not a fiberglass guy. I could do little things and gradually build up, and over the course of the next year or two become really good at fiberglass. I just don't really want to do that. I don't think that's gonna give me the best result. I don't think I'm gonna be happy with my own work, the results that I generate, versus somebody who's been in the fiberglass industry for 20 plus years, and I'm referring to a specific guy that we've already talked to, who's well known in the area, well respected for the quality of his work, and who can get the materials for a good price. I can pay him a fair wage. He can do all the work efficiently and effectively, and we can have an end result that we're really happy with, that we, you know, is better than we could do ourselves. I think ultimately that's it. And doing it ourselves probably doesn't save as much as people think it does. You know, given that we would make mistakes, have to redo some things, we would be inefficient with materials, we would use too much resin, we would, you know, cut up some glass mat the wrong way and end up having odd shaped pieces or something that we wouldn't use. I think all of that would result, not in the same, you know, there'll still be a delta between the two numbers, but I just don't think it saves me that much money. It definitely doesn't save me time. I would take 5 or 6 times as long to do it versus what the professional will do. So I'd rather use the professional. So anyway, we went to West Marine already. We're gonna shoot some stuff down here today. This is a really quick one. We'll try and keep it simple. Most of what I just said is probably going to get edited out anyway. I don't know how much you guys like hearing me talk. I skip past most of the talking on a lot of other people's videos, so I don't know why I waste my time doing it. But yeah, let me go kill some wasps if there are any, and then we'll get on a couple of cleaning projects. And I think I need to replace some diapers in the... Oh, and I'm being called. What am I looking at?
Oh, wow. I saw the big fish.
The big fish?
Jumping, right?
Yeah. The big fish are jumping?
Sí, pero saliendo del agua.
Yeah.
De ese tamaño, sí.
There's normally a surprising amount of activity out here. Alrighty. Well, we're done on the boat for right now. We would like to do more, but the rain is coming in. We're getting the edge. I don't know if it's really getting the edge of Melissa, but Melissa's down there churning around, and the weather in Florida is kind of weird as well. We're getting a lot of stormy weather right now. In fact, let me see if I can turn this around. I don't know how to do it. I'll have to do it in a separate clip. Okay, thanks to editing, you think that happened easily and quickly. So you can see the water level is super high. And this is not, it is a function of tide, obviously, but it's also a function of the rain runoff that we get, because this is has land on both sides. It's part of the Indian River. So we've got Merritt Island on one side and then Satellite Beach on the other side. And there is a lot of fresh water that runs into this when it rains hard, and it has been raining hard. So anyway, pretty day, but it's getting ready to rain on us again. So we are going to go grab some lunch, head back to the house, get ready for the rest of the week. And yeah, I don't know where I'm going to splice this into a video. Probably in the recycling bin, but we'll see.